interview the manager and to see the process. So let's check it out.
Keropok Lekor Penang, owned by Encik Aizat, located at Bandar Tas Mutiara, Simpang 4, Penang. This company has established in 2016 at former location in Junjung Kulim, Kedah. This company registered under the name of Alisha Food Enterprise and certified with halal. Encik Aizat start his business with capital of 10,000 ringgit by selling the product only within the small market. They will start preparing the input while receive the demand from the customers. The main ingredients, which is fish fillings retrieved from Kuala Kedah. Starch flour is supplied from Georgetown. Besides that, egg, anchovies, sodium bicarbonate, salt and sugar also included in the input process.
There are 8 steps for transformation process. Firstly, the fish filling is going to be inserted into the grinding machine. The fish filling has been prepared by removing all the bones and mash it until fish becomes smaller pieces. After that, the grinding machine starts to process the fish filling until the ingredient becomes well mixed. Currently, they only have one old machine, which is the grinding machine. The maintenance will be carried out only if the machine breaks down. The sodium bicarbonate is now put into the grinding machine, followed by oil, and continued with blended ingredients that contain fresh fish. To make the dough become well mixed, pour some water and left the grinding machine for a few minutes. Basically, they invest a high cost on buying high quality of fresh fish to maintain their KPIs. Then, pour 2 bowls of starch flour into the grinding machine and left the machine to continue grinding for a few minutes. In some cases, the quality of fish fillings sometimes are unable to meet the requirements. Thus, they need to return back the input to the suppliers. For other materials such as starch flour, they do not have any problem so far because most of the time the materials will be restocked upon each batch completion. After all the ingredients are well mixed, turn off the machine and the dough are ready to be used for the next step. Next, the dough is going to be divided into smaller portions by weighing each of the dough using a weighing scale. This is one of the important steps to maintain the shaping of the outputs. After weighing the dough, the process is continued with the shaping process. The dough is going to be rolled and shaped into a cylindrical shape. As the dough has been weighed before, the size of the cylindrical dough will be in the same size and perfectly compact. The rolled keropok dough will be arranged on a timber plate. Then, the rolled keropok dough is ready to be boiled at 100 degrees Celsius of boiled water. The rolled keropok dough will be immersing in the boiler pot in one time for about 25 minutes to make sure the freshness of the fish unspoiled and for long-lasting of keropok lekor. Keropok lekor will be floating on the water after boiling is done. The boiled keropok lekor is now ready for cooling process before moving it to cutting section. During the cooling process, the staff will arrange and left it on the table until it reaches room temperature. Even though a cutting machine has been sold in market nowadays, but many manufacturers including Alisha Food Enterprise has been maintained on using traditional ways. After the keropok reach room temperature, the keropok then move to cutting sections. Cutting process is based on the type of keropok lekor ordered and demanded by the customer. The cutting process will take about half an hour before they start moving it to packaging process. During the packaging process, the smaller of keropok lekor then been packed by using plastic packaging bag. A standardized number of pieces per plastic bag have been set up by referring the demand on that day. After packaging the product, they will start to seal it by using sealer machine and the product is ready to be delivered. Overall, the transformation process depends on the type of keropok lekor produced. For example, keropok lekor batang will take only 1 hour per machine in order to process, boil and seal the product. Meanwhile, for keropok lekor losong will take only 1 hour and 30 minutes to process from the beginning until sealing of the product.
Keropok Lekor HQ choose process-oriented layout as their facility layout. This is because process-oriented layout offers better and more efficient supervision through specialization at various levels. The company will produce the product with minimum of 400 to 500 packets to support customers' demand. Output produced will only be kept within 1 to 2 days in order to maintain the quality of the product. However, they will prepare the product 1 day earlier to support the demand on the next day. This is important to avoid lack of time on preparing product, especially to meet the delivery schedules. Then, the product will be delivered to the suppliers such as Penang, Kedah, Perak, Kuala Lumpur and others. These are the varieties of the product that they have in stock. They also have in-store stock selling at their factory.
The outputs produced by Keropok Lekor HQ are Keropok Lekor Nipis, Keropok Lekor Losong, Keropok Lekor Jejari, and Keropok Lekor Berbola. These products are different in terms of shape, however, the taste and the quality are still the same.